Guys, welcome back to SimUK and SimAirport. Just had a massive, like literally everybody in this side of the airport has missed their flight. Now, I don't know why. Nobody is boarding. We seem to have a weird situation going on right now. Again, people are not getting on the flights. But I don't know why. Something very strange has happened. 0 of 127. 9 of 78. 77 of 122. Delayed for 149 minutes. The whole airport has just completely fallen apart. Absolutely fallen apart. And I don't know why. It's so strange. It's like everybody just stopped doing anything. There's all this congestion here. Nobody's going anywhere. It's all really concerning. I think maybe because of the amount of work that I started applying at the end of the last episode. Highlight passengers. Look at them all. Why aren't they trying to get to their... They're not even going through ticketing. I think a restart is in order. Let's do that. Okay, guys, so I've jumped back a little way. Oh, dear. All passengers are on board. Okay, it looks like that has fixed it. I think everything just got ground to a halt there and nothing was working. But it looks like that's fixed the problem, so thank goodness for that. Let's just see down here. There's a lot of delays though. That must have been bugging out for a little while before I noticed it. Crikey, I wish they'd just flipping sort themselves out. Congestion is just ridiculous. What's going on here? What's going on with this guy? People are boarding there. Look, they're going into the gate, which is where this should be. That's a bit buggy. Crikey Moses. Right, another thing I'm a bit concerned about. Okay, there's all my kitchen stuff. So they all seem to be prepping and getting food ready and stuff, but nobody's on the tills. Which is not a good state. Wow. I've had to employ a lot of people just to get them onto tills. But as soon as you get them on the tills, they all bugger off and start cooking. I think maybe you should have chefs and front desk and not one person doing both jobs, because that doesn't seem to work. Where are they going with these? Where are they going? Follow. Right, what are you doing? Just walking around. Okay. So you've put the tray down, which is good. And now you're going back to the tray that you just put down and picking it up again. Now where are you going? So you've just given that guy... Oh, there was food on it. Okay, so you actually served somebody. Okay, good. This is a weird system. I'm not sure I think that works very well. But anyway, whatever. So, oh good. 11 o'clock at night. Let's get this stuff done. So I was thinking about turning this into the ticketing area, and I'm going to have to do it just because security needs to be expanded. So yeah, I'm going to have to do it just because it's not working the way it is, basically. But it does mean I'm going to have to reroute all of the baggage stuff. And that could be very tricky. I think that's going to cause me a lot of trouble. I'm a bit nervous about that. Right, let's just speed through that, get all that done. Couple of pizza ovens I forgot here. And this bin. And now we can knock these walls down. Oh, man. Let's get that done. Right, okay. Now, I want to make this as streamlined as I possibly can. Let's just see if this works. No, I don't think that does. But maybe if I clear... Will they come and remove... Ah, that works! Excellent! Oh, that would have saved me so much time if I'd have figured that out sooner. Right, so... In terms of flooring, I'm thinking on the outside we'll have the self-service ticketing type things, and we'll make that whole area. Oh, look, see, that's much deeper this side than it is that side. How have I managed to build it like that? Very annoying. Right, now that actually doesn't give me a huge amount of ticketing space, which is another concern. Oh, wow. This is going to be tough. So I can do 8 this side and 8 this side. No, this whole thing is going to be busted. I'm going to have to break all this and move it all. Excuse me. Oh, this really is going to be difficult. Are they going to come in and build this floor? Right, okay, so that's done. Let's go for... Right, so that area is going to be for ticketing alone, I think. And then something like this. It's a bit of a mess. I mean, considering how much effort I put into planning it, I haven't planned it very well, have I? Oh, crikey, look. Well, that initial entrance flow seems a lot better. Maybe just not having the cafeteria there is going to make things better. I don't know. Horrible colour combinations of the floor in there, I know. It's just to sort of clearly identify areas, that's all I'm thinking. I think that blancmange colour might have to go. Let's leave it running. I can't do any more whilst there's people about on that. There's still all this congestion, look. There's just so many people, that's the problem. I mean, there really are a lot of people. Maybe I can leave these ticketing kiosks here and just move these out. No. Yeah, maybe actually. That's not the worst idea I've ever had. And then just ticketing desks here and you can walk straight down the middle. That is not the worst idea I've had. And then that way, this whole area could be ID. Yeah, that might work. That might work. It's all gamble now. It's... My best laid plans did not work out. The amount of people just... There's way too many people. Way too many people. Still people missing their flights. Right, whilst it's like this, I think I'm just going to finish building these toilets here. And we'll just leave it ticking over. Money's coming in, so that isn't an issue. Was this for outside? Oh no! I completely forgot about decorative bushes. Okay, What? Didn't I just put... It just gave me the green go ahead to put that bush, didn't it? Or was that inside? Oh, okay, this one. So these ones can go inside, but not the other ones. Okay. Couple of bins. Okay, and I'm thinking some sinks. It's a bit of a waste of space, isn't it? It's an awkward size. But then I suppose it does offer some good walking space, so people don't, it won't get too congested in there, I'm hoping. Don't know how well that's going to work out. Wow, for goodness sakes. Now technically I don't need to do this, but I'm going to do it because I think it's better and more realistic. Totally pointless in the current climate, but in fact I hope it works. I haven't tried this before. I may regret this very quickly, I'm feeling. What happened there with the door? It's getting a little bit glitchy again. So that zone didn't work. For some reason. Why doesn't that work? Is it because of the doors? Seriously, you can't put doors on it? That renders it... Oh, man! This is such a stupid game. It's almost like they didn't bother to look and see how things were done in Prison Architect in order to better enhance their own game. That's how it feels sometimes. Right. Now, that should be fine now, yes? It's just a bit slow, I think. Right. So are we happy now? I think that's working, right? Goodness me. All of that work just for a toilet. Boom. Right. There you go, ladies. I mean, they've hardly got any toilets at all. Because I'm trying to be considerate of them. But hopefully at least it's a functioning toilet that they can use. Yeah, it seems to be working okay. Let's have a look at the environmental heat map. Yeah, I mean, that's okay. I can't do much down this end. I suppose I could knock these walls out, actually. Now that this weirdness has been forced upon me. Let's see how that goes. And then maybe I can get some plants in there as well. Like that. Yeah, okay. I mean, it's a bit crazy, but I think it's the best way to do it. Wow, anytime you touch anything, it breaks something. That's got to be the most irritating part of this game. That looks quite pleasant, I think. Not too bad. Genuinely, they cannot be complaining about that now. Just this one little section here. Ah, well. That's the best I can do, ladies. With the tools available to me, that's the best female restroom I could possibly build. What's she stressed out about? More ATMs required, I think. Get some bins. Okay, I think that should fix that problem. Now, why are these guys huddled here? First class coach, first class coach. Just seems so odd. I mean, it seems there still are quite a few people missing their flights, but I don't think it's because of anything I'm not doing. I think they're just idiots, to be quite honest with you. Financially, absolutely solid. I am going to have to think about how I'm going to deal with this new ticketing area. It's going to be really complicated to get this working properly. I'm really concerned I'm going to have to break the whole system in order to build the new system. But I think that's what's going to have to happen. I could sort of intertwine these and then have new baggage hubs coming this way and just connecting to this lot. That could work. And then I wouldn't have to rebuild any of this. I'd just have to rebuild down here. It's going to be really tight. Because these things are so damn big, I may have to move this. I may have to move this further up. It's going to be tricky. It's not going to be easy. Everything seems to be running pretty smoothly, though, I have to say. Removing this has definitely alleviated that initial congestion that we were seeing. Yeah. Wow, this is busy over here. Maybe I need more ticketing desks. More cashiers. Or just more staff. "75 members of staff, come on. That has to be enough. There are some people on tills, but only at the top, none at the bottom. How many flipping food workers do you need in order to make this run smoothly?" And I never see anybody going over here to the coffee makers or the pizza ovens. So maybe just one each of those would be enough. They do go to the kitchen storage though, so maybe more of these is a good idea. That just does not look like it's effective at all. Right, that's 100 food workers for a single cafeteria. I mean, that's ridiculous. This whole section needs rethinking. You need to have some chefs. You need to have some waiting, like salespeople, till workers, whatever. Till workers can serve, but they shouldn't be going in the kitchen and cooking, I don't think. Because they just leave the tills unattended. It's just mayhem, isn't it? Absolute bloody mayhem. So they're all hungry. 51% hunger. Wow. What? I don't know what happened there. It is tricky as hell now. See, not everybody is on board, but I don't know why. Click, highlight passengers. Look, here they are. So where are you going? Where are you going? Why are you going to the ATM? Your flight's gone, you absolutely silly ass. Good gosh. Nearly 2 million in the bank, guys. I'm thinking those two little additions might help things a bit, I hope. Who knows? Oh, hang on. What are all these weird... What are all these flipping overlay things? Oh, I don't like it. Go away. That got a bit crazy. Now, look. Oh, no, I was going to say we don't have any flights in, but look at all the people. We still have flights in. But it's the quiet period now, isn't it? Now, how do you make this much mess next to a bin? What is that all about? Crikey. Okay, well... Jeepers creepers. I am really confused about how best to deal with this. There's no walls. Right, I'm thinking I'm going to rebuild right from the beginning here. So we need an extra section of wall there. In fact, I'm going to build a wall all the way across, and then we're going to kind of start again. Right. And again, see, that nothing, what the flip? Nothing actually matches up properly. 1, 2, 3 out. 1, 2. There needs to be another row of blancmange in the middle. Like so. I see what I've done. Now, what have I done? Nothing matches up. That's 17 wide. And that's 18 wide. So that's too wide this end. This needs to be thinner. Bugger. Excuse me, guys. I'm kind of really just absolutely absorbed by trying to get this straightened out right now. Is that the aquafloor? No, that's the aquafloor. So that goes there. That goes there. You have a bit more blancmange there. Right. And I think that straightens it out then, doesn't it? I am so confusing myself here. What is this? Right. So this area here is 17 by 26, right? 17 by 26. Okay, so that's correct now. So this area is 28 by 26, which kind of makes sense. So we've got that straightened out now. That front section is now correctly proportioned. So we do need some doors to get in. So that needs to be one wider. Okay, that's fine. We can fix that. Right, I think I got it at last. Like that. Yeah? This is way harder than doing it from the beginning. We need another layer of blancmange here. And that gives us enough for 8 gates, which is what we have at the moment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we can have 8 by 8 here. And then, yeah. Okay, so that should work. Whoa, complicated. Lots of unnecessary grief and harassment there. Let's put another wall in down the bottom here. Typical. And replace the walls that we're missing down here. Now that should work, shouldn't it? It should be 4 by 4 by 4 by 4, which is kind of what I've got there. So if I put the doors back in, make sure that wall's built. Now where do we want the gap? We want the gap on the inside so that the exit is straight through. Got it. Perfect. Yeah, I can't see where the carousel is meant to be. Thanks very much. That's so helpful. We're going to guess there and then have a look. Yeah, that looks okay. Right, perfect. How am I going to do this baggage? That really is going to be tricky, isn't it? Because we're going to have, if we have baggage here, 2 baggage here, then I can bring that up to here, but then we'll need another one to split it. That's not too bad, I suppose. Okay. Oh, wow, this is so not perfect. Like that. We do need an extra layer of blancmange. Oh, nuts. I was meant to move them up. Cancel. 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 Nice to see the lines, the arrows have stayed. Okay, they have gone. Good, right. That's what I meant to do. That's what I meant to do. Okay. Oh, gosh. I am not convinced about this one iota. I'd just like to point that out right now. Right, and that's going to end up going up there and doing something cool. It's actually really complicated. Unnecessarily so, I'd say. Unnecessarily complicated. So it looks like we do need an extra layer of blancmange. Okay. What is going on here? Bit more aqua, and then we're going to aqua this out, and aqua this out. And blancmangify this bit. Okay. Oh god, guys, apologies. This is sort of like melting my brain. Right. Excuse me. So, if I were to turn this into ticketing right now, what's interesting is they're using this area even though it isn't ticketing. Now that is odd, don't you think? I think it's rather odd. Oh crikey! Yeah, it's gonna get confusing right about now, isn't it? So when I take these four out, I'll be able to put a hub in here and do pink to blue. Okay, that makes sense. So if I make this first area ticketing, in fact, what I'll do is I'll make this front section nothing. I just realised I've gone too far there with the aqua. Let's fix that quickly. So this is now ticketing, which is a little bit smaller than this, but I found ticketing was working really well, and I'm hoping it's going to continue to do so here. And then I can just remove these. This is the scary bit. Right. Let's see if we can do this now. So we should be able to go. Small hub. Connect this up. Oops. And we should be up and running again. He says, with a panic-stricken face. I mean, obviously we're down at the moment. But it's only a small amount of building required, and then we should be back up and running again. Now, I don't think a small hub and a big hub makes any difference in terms of processing speed. So I don't foresee any major issues here. At the moment, when they start bringing out future updates, it might all go terribly wrong. Right, I think that means we're back up and running again, guys. That's it. I think fixed and running and working. I think that's it. I think we're running. We're running successfully. I'm probably going to change these colours because that's a horrible combination of colours, but yeah, I think that's working. Okay, good. Let's try and get a couple of queues in here. Wow, that one went wrong. Right, there we go. Assign you to you. Assign you to you. Assign you to you. Assign you to you. And again. And again. And again. And again. Cool! I don't know what the problem is here. Obviously this toilet area needs to be improved. Because there's a bit of an issue with this door for some reason. Not sure what that is. But we'll fix it, we'll fix it, we'll fix it. Maybe I should build this into a female toilet as I've done here first. Except this one has doors at both ends. Is that going to be a problem? I'm not entirely sure if that's going to work. But what we'll do is we'll try and do the same kind of design, but in reverse, with a double whammy kind of application. And I've actually built that a bit closer, so maybe that will work. I'm not sure. How's that looking? Oh no, that's not going to work, is it? I did cancel that, but you didn't listen to me. Okay, good. Go for some blancmange in here. Oh, okay. Still got construction going on. That's fine. We'll blancmangify this one then. Really? Oh, bins. Okay. Right, that should be it. Are we done? Ticketing is busy, but manageable, it looks like. And I could put some of these self-serve tickety things the other side as well. So that's actually working not too badly, I think. Now what's the problem in here? What do you mean it's not an enclosed space? Have you just knocked down all my walls? Oh my lord. I forgot, when you put flooring in, it takes all the walls out. So that's going to happen over here as well, isn't it? Fan-bloody-tastic. Are you happy now? You're still not happy. So that one's okay. So what's your issue over here? Finally. Right, okay. So we have 2 ladies' restrooms, and that is now done at last after an awful lot of flipping messing about. Goodness me. We've moved one half of the ticketing area over here. That seems to be working pretty darn well. And for my final job today, guys, just finish building these. I'm going to take these last few out. Put some bins in, and then we're going to put some vending machines up this end. Which is probably a terrible idea, but we're going to do it anyway. Cool. Right. That's pretty much, I think, everything I can do for today's episode. Let's just check the status of flights, make sure that everything has departed okay. It looks like everything has run perfectly today. Got 2.4 million in the bank, despite spending an awful lot of money just sorting this whole area out. Glad to see that everything seems to be running really quite swimmingly now. And I'm quite happy. Moving ticketing was complicated, but I finally figured out how I wanted to do it. And that seems to have worked well. I think down here in the bottom we're going to have more issues because it's all a bit messed up here. But maybe it's a good opportunity for me to fix that. And we should be good from there on in. Hopefully. So that's it from me, guys. I suppose I'll let it run out to the end of the day. Let's just take a quick look at this cafe, I suppose. It seems to be better, but I don't know. There's just so many people. So many people. It's impossible to know if that's working well or not. Are queues a good idea for this or not? I don't know. I can't decide. But it seems like the end of the day has finally arrived. I mean, look at that. We've got way more staff than we have cash registers, so I definitely don't want to put any more people on there. Is there anything stopping me putting cash registers here, I wonder? I don't see why that couldn't be possible. I mean, they will have to walk all the way over to the kitchen. Maybe that's not a good idea, I don't know. I don't know. Too many possibilities to think about. But for now, guys, I'm going to say thanks very much for watching. Take good care of yourselves. Until next time, goodbye.